Good morning, everyone. I'm your Professor Shaila Sharmin. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to talk about employee motivation. This is our 11th topic. Employee motivation is a critical aspect at any workplace which leads to the performance of the whole organization. Motivating your employees, it should be a regular thing in any organization. There are companies that sadly fail to understand the importance of employee motivation. In today's lesson, we will discuss different ways to motivate your employees, and we will also discuss about some theories given by some scholars or researcher, and you will understand that how can you motivate employees in your organization if you're working as a manager. So let's get started. First, let's talk about what is motivation. In theory, motivation is a process by which a person's efforts are energized and continues toward attaining a goal. That means in motivation there should be a goal. Motivation is defined as the reason, like why you are doing something, or the level of desire you have to do something in order to get that goal. For example, you want to lose weight and you want to get healthier. This is an example of motivation. What's the goal? To improve your health. This figure will tell you the process of motivation, how motivation triggers into our life or into our action. So first there should be a need. So the need, we can take the example of a healthier version of you. So that need of yours to become healthy in life produces the motivation. You will feel motivated that if I'm healthy, I will be very strong, I will not be sick, I can have a better lifestyle, I can live longer, I will have less diseases, things like that. And that will lead you to goal-directed behavior. So what kind of behavior? Like you will eat well, you will sleep well, you will avoid junk food, you will do exercise, and that will result into the satisfactory result, that healthy you. Okay. In order to understand the next few slides, you should know this vocabulary. We will learn about some theories I told you given by some researchers or philosophers. So in order to understand that, you should know this meaning. I will just read out the words for you. Number 1, self-actualization. Number 2, esteem. Number 3, social. Number 4, safety. And number 5, physiological. The first theory we are going to learn today is Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. Maslow was an American psychologist who came up with this motivational theory. Okay, so if you go to the next slide, you can see that how he organized the theory of motivation. Let's go to the next slide. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory can be explained with this pyramid. In this pyramid, you can see that there are 5 steps, and the steps in the bottom, physiological step, that should be attained first, then it should go to safety, then it should go to social, later it should go to esteem, and then comes self-actualization. So needs lower down in the hierarchy must be satisfied before any person can go up in order to get motivation. So you can see in the bottom, the need is physiological needs. So physiological needs are the basic needs like food, water, warmth, rest, your home, things like that. So as a manager, you have to understand that if your employees, these needs, these basic needs of food, water, house, rest are not met, then they cannot feel motivated. So you have to make sure that they get enough rest, they have enough money to buy the food, water, or house. Next comes safety. So after you, as a person, these needs are fulfilled of the water, food, or basic needs, then comes security or safety. So as a manager, you should make your employee feel that his or her job is safe, okay, and secure. The society or the organization he or she is working, it's a safe environment. You have to make sure that to him or her. Next comes social needs. So social needs is actually the belongingness or love needs of any human. So every person, they deserve or want some intimate relationship. They need friendship. So a friendly working environment, a social atmosphere, positive social atmosphere, that is very important to motivate anyone. Next come esteem needs. So esteem needs is actually a psychological needs where you want to do some accomplishment, feeling of accomplishment. So if employee are given some kind of task, when they finish it, they feel better. If you praise them, they feel very good and they start feeling motivated. And last one is self-actualization. Here, this step is actually called self-fulfillment needs. So here, everybody is actually already they have achieved everything in their career. They want to do some creative things. So in this stage, actually, an employee, they want to come up with their own opinion. They want to make some rule. They want to go up in the hierarchy. From manager, they want to be a CEO because all the other needs are met. So now that person is in the full potential, wants to achieve more, wants to lead, wants to come up with some creative things. Okay, so as a manager, you have to understand how to motivate your employees by meeting all these needs in his or her life, at least a professional life. The next theory we're going to study is McGregor's theories X and Y. So McGregor, he was also one social psychologist from America. So he came up with this motivation theory, which is called theory X and Y. What do you think that motivates employee come to work each morning? Do you think they like their job? They want to succeed in their life. They're very motivated. That's why they come. Or do you think it's just like a burden and they just work for money? So there are different kind of people, right? Different kind of people think differently about their job. So this kind of assumption about your employees can have a significant influence on how you manage your employees as a manager. So actually McGregor, he developed these two theories, constructing theories, different kind of theories, and explained how managers believe about what motivates their people can affect their management style. Okay, so these theories continue to be very important even today. Let's learn more about this. So according to Professor McGregor, there can be two different kind of manager, X manager or theory Y manager. So if you belong to the theory of X manager, they have actually very negative view of their people. Okay, so they think that naturally people, they are unmotivated, they don't like to work, they just work for money. So Theory X manager, they think their employees dislike work and they want to find ways to avoid work. Okay, so they are not serious enough about their job. So this kind of people, they like to threat or give punishment to their employees because they think the employees are lazy. And they also think that employees, they are not responsible enough because they don't have ambition. They don't want to do well in their life. They just work to earn some money. So this kind of manager also thinks that employee, they should be directed. They cannot come up with their own opinion. They have no creativity, no skills. They just want to be directed. They work like a machine, earn some money and go back home. So this is how Theory X manager think about their employees according to Professor McGregor. Now let's talk about how Theory Y manager view the employees. They're very optimistic, very positive. They have positive opinion about the employees. Okay, so they want their employees to participate. They want collaboration. They trust their employees. They build good relationship with their employees. Okay, so they view that employees, they enjoy work and they don't want to avoid it, and people wants to achieve organizational goals. So this kind of manager, they help or lead the employees to achieve the organizational goal. And this kind of manager thinks that people work or function better if they're given responsibility. So this kind of manager likes to give responsibility to the employees and has initiative and can be creative in solving organizational problems. So this kind of manager, they involve the employees in problem solving or any kind of task or decision making. So I'm sure after learning about these two theories, you can understand that theory X managers, they are not a very good one, right? So they always want to control, they always want to supervise and direct the workers. They don't want to give freedom to their employees. They don't trust their employees. So this kind of organization, they are actually not very much accepted, falling out of fashion in recent times. And companies these days, they try not to adopt this kind of style of management. And Theory Y management, you can see it's very popular among organization. It reflects workers' increasing desire for more meaningful career. Okay, so it's more than just money. So you as a manager needs to decide that what theory you will fall into and how can you motivate your employees to get the organizational goal achieved. The next theory we are going to learn about is called the three needs theory by Professor McClelland. So McClelland's theory of needs is one of the very famous theory of motivation. Actually, it explains the process of motivation by breaking down what and how needs are and how they have to be approached. He was also one American psychologist who developed this theory of needs. He thinks there are three kinds of needs everybody has, and that can be their motivating factor. Let's see what those are. So Professor McClelland thought that everybody feels motivated with three different kind of needs. So everybody has these three needs: needs for achievement, need for power, and need for affiliation. So need for achievement means people, human being, they have this drive to feel successful or do better in their life. So as a manager, if you can feed this need of your employee, like show them how to be successful, how to develop their skill, they will feel motivated. The need for power. What is need for power? The need to influence the behavior of others. So if you give your employee the right to give their opinion, to take decision, and to make you can make them the team leader or group leader, so it will actually influence the power need. It will influence them to feel motivated in their career. Next is need for affiliation. This is the desire for friendly and close social relationship. So if an employee is in a good relationship, good working environment, good friends among his co-workers, so this actually helps them feel motivated to do better in their job. So you can see that this is very close to Maslow's theory, but nowadays people think that Maslow's hierarchy theory is the best motivating theory of all time. Next theory we are going to talk about is the goal setting theory by Edwin A. Lukey. So goal setting involves the development of an action plan or goal designed to motivate and guide a person or a group towards a goal. So let's learn more about this theory. So according to this theory, employees feel motivated if they are given goals which are specific and challenging yet achievable with result in higher performance. So if you give your employees very clear goal and challenging goal, then it will make them motivated and it will make them give you higher performance. But the goal should be achievable. So for example, you are working with some computer engineers and you gave them a job to make a new program, then it's very challenging, it's very specific, and they will work harder. If you tell them that this is the goal, if you can achieve, you can get like some bonus or some promotion. But if you tell them to make some computer that will work in the space, maybe that's not very much achievable, because these computer engineers, they know nothing about space, right? So your goal should be achievable, it should be practical. Working toward a goal is major source of job motivation according to this theory, that if the goal is clear, if the goal is challenging, okay, and if you're working toward this goal, that automatically influences employees to become motivated, and it actually makes self-efficacy. So what is self-efficacy? It's individuals believe that he or she can perform a task. So in goal setting theory, employees, they can achieve self-efficacy, which is their belief they can do it. Okay, they can do any like task given. So as a manager, if you try to boost up the confidence of your employee, if you say that you can do it, I trust you, okay, so it will automatically make them motivated. So self-efficacy is a very important term to look into in goal setting theory. So there are so many theories for motivation, like reinforcement theory, equity theory, and some other theory. We don't need to look into all of this, but I have mentioned from all these theories, what can you put into practice as a manager to motivate your employees? So as a manager, you should recognize individual differences. You have to understand every employee, they are different, they have different skill. You need to work with them differently in order to get the best performance. You should recognize and you should celebrate it instead of punishing it or getting mad about it. You should match people to job. So if you like hire computer engineer and you just give a desk job like assistant job, office assistant job to a computer engineer, that will never motivate your employee. So you should match the right people for the right job. And use goals. Goals are very important. Show your employees this is the goal. This leads them to a better future. It's good for the world. It's good for the business. They will feel important if they are part of this goal. It's very, very important. And you have to make sure that goals are attainable. Don't give some superficial, impossible goal. Make sure the goal is practical, achievable. And you should maintain friendly atmosphere in the organization. Too much work, too strict or stressful work environment is not good for employee. So there should be friendly atmosphere. So if there is any problem, people can ask help, seek guidance, can talk to each other, release their stress. Okay. And you should link reward to performance. So if somebody is performing well, always give reward. Always recognize this. Always give them good words. Tell them that how good they are, how proud you are about them. These words of encouragement are very, very important. And you should check the system for equity. Like everybody, you should be fair. If you are giving bonus to one employee because that employee's performance was good, you should give the same bonus to other employees when their performance is good. So if you like some employee and give them bonus only, that's not fair. So you should check the equity inside your organization and in your behavior. Use recognition. As I said, recognize that how important the employees are. If somebody is doing good, tell them how good they are. Recognition is very, very important. If somebody comes up with any idea, always give them credit that this was their idea which helped you to achieve the goal. Show your care, concern for your employees. So as a manager, you are like a guardian to your employees. So you should be very caring and concerned about them, even about their personal life. Show your share and care in to the limit. And flexible management, don't be too strict. You of course have the right to come up with any decision as a manager, but also tell your employees to participate. If they come up with good opinion or decision, use that idea. Always appreciate and make a flexible working environment. Don't be too strict. Okay, that's all for today's lesson. Thank you very much for paying attention. I will see you guys again next week, same time, same day. Till then, take care and goodbye. And don't forget to check the assignment I've posted in the e-classroom. You have to submit your assignment by next month, 13th, I think so. So you still have a few weeks left to do your assignment. Check the assignment and don't forget to submit that on time. Take care and goodbye.